There will be audio and video recording for the purpose of research for us to look back and analyze the data. And if you would like to use the restroom, it's going to be down the hall to the left. Rules for the focus group, no electronics, so all cell phones should be silent and put away. We would like everyone to speak up. If you have something to say, please share it. Don't be afraid to speak. Don't hold back any of your answers, and also please respect everyone else's opinion. And only one person should speak at a time. I would like for everyone to go around and introduce yourself. We're going to start on this side. Please share your name, what year you are, what year of school you are, your major, your employment status.
I'm Leila Davis. I'm a sophomore. I'm an ad and PR major, and I'm not currently employed.
I'm Danielle Starkey. I am a sophomore. I'm an ad PR major with a double minor in writing and public nonprofit administration, and I work full-time.
My name is Carl Pausner. I'm a junior and a marketing major, and I work part-time.
My name is Kaylee Wasmer. I am a junior. My major is psychology, and I'm minoring in advertising and public relations, and I am currently employed.
My name is Nick Gott. I'm a junior at Grand Valley. I'm an ad PR major with a minor in Spanish, and I just got a new job.
I'm Tessa Dean Henry. I'm a junior, and I'm a writing major with an ad PR minor, and I work seasonal at Whole Foods.
My name is Dominic Petriello. I'm a junior at Grand Valley. My major is cell molecular biology with a minor in advertising and public relations, and I am not currently employed.
My name is Mason Bialik. I'm a sophomore at Grand Valley with a major in advertising PR, and I'm currently employed.
I'm David Washington. I'm a junior. My major is advertising public relations. I have a concentration in advertising, and I'm not currently employed.
Next, we're going to have an icebreaker. I'm going to read the scenario, and then we're going to go around and have everyone share. NASA has just informed us that a huge meteor is racing through space and is on a collision course with Earth. While others around you panic and try to seek shelter or devise an invention to shuttle off into space heroically and destroy the meteor and save the planet, the most rational thing you can come up with, begin planning your last meal. Tell everyone in the group what you include in your last meal on Earth.
Can you come back to me?
We can start on this side.
Okay.
Oh, I can share mine first. If you guys want. I love potatoes. So I would probably go to a potato place. Anything with potatoes, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, or fries, all of that.
I would go to my favorite restaurant, Chili's, and I would get some honey chipotle chicken crispers and they don't sell it anymore, but if they did, it's this thing called a chocolate chip paradise. I would get that.
Definitely a big steak, some mashed potatoes and gravy.
Well, assuming we can afford whatever, if not ramen, but if we can actually, if we can get whatever we want, just basically pasta until I die.
I'd go to Chop House and got a steak and
Probably just some really spicy chili. Just kill it.
I would have a 5-course meal, and it would consist of Caesar salad. There would have to be fettuccine alfredo, mashed potatoes, and any kind of chocolate dessert.
I definitely would have to go with steak, but also mac and cheese because I'm still 6. And definitely cheesecake for dessert.
I'd definitely go with a potato bar, all the potatoes, in a row. I want it in a conveyor line, up to me. And then probably also mac and cheese and popsicles and that kind of shit stuff. And probably also cheesecake.
And
was suddenly feeling a lot better.
Olive Garden endless pasta bowl.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's mine. With red velvet cake afterwards. And smoked pot.
Okay, could you guys describe your living situation, where you live, who you live with, etc.? Anyone?
I live off campus in an apartment, and I live with 3 of my friends from last year.
I live in East Town, East Grand Rapids area, in a house with 3 roommates who are all real adults. So one's a teacher, one's a web developer, and the other one works at a financial investment firm. And then there's me.
I live in my fraternity house off campus. I live with like 26 other people. It's
What frat?
Sigma Phi Epsilon. It's fun, but it's also kind of messy.
Wait, are you bored?
Yep.
Oh, good.
I know, right? It's good. The ceiling's about to collapse in one of our rooms. We live in the dream.
I live in the Honors College on campus, and I just transferred here, so I went in blind, and I have 3 roommates.
I live here, actually, downtown at Winter Hall. I also just transferred here when I'm blind, and I have 1 roommate, and I never see him ever.
I live in an apartment downtown, kind of in the Heritage Hill area with 1 roommate.
I live in the off-campus apartments over in Allendale. I have 3 roommates, but one's an engineer, so I'm not quite sure if he actually lives there.
Campus view off-campus apartments with 3 other roommates.
I stay downtown as well at Winter Hall, and I stay by myself.
How are you guys paying for your school? What are your different sources of income?
I don't pay for school. So, I mean, I take out a loan every year, but other than that, I don't really.
I pay completely for school. I have a lot of student loans, and I work full-time and go to school full-time to pay rent and car insurance and phone bills, all those great things.
I was gifted the mat as a kid, so that pays for all of my school. And then I pay for books, my parents pay for my dad.
I have financial aid, and my parents also help me.
I went to community college for 2 years, and that was free, so that helped. And now I'm paying out of pocket, and I was able to save a little bit.
My parents pay for my school, but I pay for my books.
Crippling debt, just me paying for everything and just running, had to kind of make ends meet.
I pay half, my parents pay half.
Financial aid and parental support.
Okay, how do you guys budget your money on a monthly basis?
I receive a certain amount for rent, food, and my utilities. And so then after that, whatever left, I just put in the bank, and I don't really spend that much otherwise.
A mixture of making money and my tuition refund and budgeting that out for each month with the bills that I know I have. Usually $1,200, $1,300 a month.
I save half the money that my part-time job, I save half the money that I make from that and use that for savings for books and investing that in stock and stuff, and then the other half I just spend on whatever I see fit.
I have a lot of money in my savings, so I don't typically spend unless something comes up.
Kind of the same thing. I spend as little money as possible, and everything I make just goes into the bank.
I try and save all the money I made over the summer, but food adds up, so I guess it's what I spend it on.
Yeah, everything I have pretty much goes directly to school. Like about popsicles the other day, that was my most expenditure. So.
Put most of my stuff in the bank, but I gotta pay for rent and utilities and stuff.
I have money that my parents give me, and I use that for books and food and stuff. And I have money I make for myself, and then I kind of spend that frivolously on electronics and stuff.
Describe your last trip to the mall. Anyone? How would you
Okay,
describe your
hang on
last
a second. Let me intervene here for a little coaching. All right. So what we want to try to do in a focus group is not have it be like one-on-one survey questions. Okay. Because first of all, we don't have the time for that. It would be to get through this. It would be like 3 hours. So just encourage people like when one person says, "I get student loans that help me pay for school," you can say, "Are there others who use student loans?" And so kind of try to with like what is this question?
Describe your last trip to the mall.
Okay, so it doesn't have to always go around the circle. Just let somebody kind of jump in and then ask if others want to add to that. Have they had similar experiences? Those types of things. Okay, because otherwise it just they're not really interacting with one another as a group even. So right now it's just kind of going round robin like a survey. So and that's normal coaching. Good job. You're doing great. Keep going.
What was the question?
How would you describe your last trip to the mall?
I went to look for my Halloween costume, so I was just like going in and out of every single store looking for something. It was torture. It was awful.
It's the closest movie theater.
True.
That's the only reason I use it.
So when you go to the mall, you usually go for like the things around the mall, or do you usually shop?
No, I don't have money for that.
I just went last weekend to find a semi-formal dress, and it was a really long and frustrating
Scenario, and then whoever wants to answer it can. Imagine that you look at your weather app and you see it's cold and snow forecast for the next week. You haven't thought about your winter clothes since last April. Describe to me what you would do in that situation.
Goodwill,
Shop online
frankly.
and overnight there.
Definitely go on the hunt for some boots.
Yeah, I would go look for a jacket first of all, and then I would probably end up going to the mall or TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx is a big one.
I'd probably
yeah.
shop online because you can find the best deals the quickest that way. So instead of walking around the mall for hours.
I kind of like just getting once you pay for it. It's when you pay for it online, it just takes it out of your account. But I like having the item that you just purchased
Very
in your
true.
hands at that
I don't like
moment.
waiting for it, and then it makes me anxious.
I hate waiting.
I hate it.
And the mail always screws stuff up. It's mail.
Especially if you need it soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 2 days, whatever, 5
it really 2
days.
days?
It's-
Yeah, I'm not paying $20 to ship it overnight. So.
Yeah.
Especially with Black Friday, where it's oh yeah, we'll get it to you, and then it's oh, you got it after Christmas. Sorry. I want it now.
Awkward.
Christmas.
So you guys, okay, so it sounds like you guys all just, you need it, so you go shopping. You guys all buy new stuff once it gets cold, or do you use some of the stuff you already have? Or
I've saved clothes from my freshman year of high school, so I always have clothes for each season.
I plan to shop, so when I go to school, I shop beforehand for the whole semester. And then I go online, I'm cheap, so I don't care about if I have it now or later, so. And I have Amazon Prime, so.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
free shipping.
Especially living in Michigan, I never kind of not I expect that it's gonna get cold, so I kind of plan ahead. So it's never if I need to shop online, it doesn't ever feel like it's something that's oh, it's gonna be too late before it gets here, because I have a billion coats because I've lived in Michigan my entire life.
I also have the parents that my mom will think ahead of that. So when I was going through my freshman year in the summer, she was actually freaking out. She's just I just need to get you snow boots. I need to get you snow boots. And so she generally prepares me for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, my mom actually just did that. She just ordered. My mom will send me pictures of boots and coats that she thinks are cute, and then I'll choose from those, and then she orders them for me.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
It's Michigan in general too. I mean, it can be middle of the summer and have a 30-degree day. out of
Yeah.
nowhere. So I always have just like a plethora of random like clothes like from Cole and
The
stuff
whole
like that.
closet's always open.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I had to bring like my whole like my whole wardrobe to school because you never know.
No, no.
Oh, I did
It
too.
was 70
I brought
Like
the whole
welcome week,
thing.
it was like 40
Yeah.
degrees. And I was like, what is
Yeah.
this? I was trying to go to Meadows Pool and it's like, no, it's
Yeah.
But I definitely like before shopping, I probably like I inventory like my stuff and see what fits. Cause like I'm getting the beer belly, so not everything fits. Then you gotta go to the mall after that and find something that does.
The beer.
Do you see this?
Oh yeah, it doesn't help.
Okay, so tell me about some of the brands you and your friends like to wear, or just people you know.
I'm mainly off-brand, so like I mean I go to TJ Maxx like crazy, and like a lot of things they're off-brand, so I'm very off-brand. I don't really. The other place I would probably shop for clothes would be like Forever 21, and that's barely ever. I mainly just go to TJ Maxx.
I'm kind of off-brand too. The only thing I really know that sticks out in my head is Levi, but I just kind of look for what looks good, and if I like it, then I just get it.
Nike. I'm pretty brand loyal to Nike.
Yeah.
Oregon Ducks,
I have a few brands I know like fit well for jeans or something like that. But other than that, if I can wear it, that's nice.
Yeah, my only band loyalty lays with like how they wear it. It's like Patagonia. It's like it's always cold, so like I always have at least like one Patagonia ready to go.
Okay, so you guys have like favorite bands, or are you mostly just looking for the best deal or what looks nice?
I like North Face. I have a North Face jacket. It's a parka. It's basic, but it's probably my best purchase ever. It saves my life. So I'm a North Face person.
I have brands that I really like, but they're mostly high fashion brands, so I buy a lot of like off-brand basics and then a few staple pieces that are like more expensive that are from like those brands like Acne or Topshop, things like that.
A6 running shoes because I'll like chew through any other pair. So
Have any of you guys ever heard of Zara, and if so, what do you know about it?
I shop there.
I haven't heard of Zara before this class, but now that we're in this class, I've obviously heard about it.
yeah, I heard a lot about it.
When I
I'm
first-
from, sorry, thanks. I'm from Canada, and there's like a huge Zara in almost all of their malls, so that was
When I first heard of Zara, I was in London and I overheard some girls, I was 16 at the time, and I overheard a group of girls talking about it.
What did they say? You know?
They were talking about how they like the dresses there. I remember that.
Okay, some of the people who heard of Zara, Daniel, Tesla, can you tell the rest of the group what you know about it, or how would you describe it?
Well, I just wanted to add in, after after I was in this class and like I had just heard about Zara for the first time, I was actually sitting at my counter and my two roommates were downstairs and they were just like, yeah, like they were just talking about like clothes, and like I looked at what they were looking at and they were on the Zara website. And I was just like, that's weird because I've never heard of it before, and then I get in this class and it's like everywhere. But I haven't really looked online for their stuff before.
If you like look up, I know that I think the reason I found out about it is just because of like looking for high fashion styles that are like not high fashion prices. So they will copy, like directly copy, like they have like a Yeezus, like things that copy like the Yeezus line that just came out, or the Yeezy line that just came out. And so I keep up on those kinds of things, and then I look for pieces I like at other stores, and if I just like found Zara like through that way.
Yeah. I like, when I went in there, I just thought it was like a higher end version of H&M, kind of. It's like a hipster, like business casual type clothes, so.
Do you want to take a look at the website?
Sorry, I'm on. Is there a category you guys want to look at?
Let's look at dresses.
It's a nice hat.
Shopping for summer.
I would totally get the hat,
Yeah,
but I don't know
right.
about the dress.
I think I have like 4 dresses from this site that will probably show up on here, and that I've worn to class before.
The stuff looks nice. I mean, I
Yeah.
personally don't like. I'm not gonna buy it. But
It's not, that's not really, like, it's not really my
I don't have a
style,
picture for
but
these
I
kind of
like it.
dresses.
I like the style for different people, but it's not really my style.
I feel like if I had like an actual like adult job, I'd be more willing to shop there, but I don't have an occasion to wear like super nice
I am
clothes.
on the men's section right now too. Isn't somebody saying they need?
Bow tie.
Oh yeah, I need a suit and a bow tie.
Yeah, I need a blazer.
When's your summer?
Saturday.
Oh,
You know, I have one class Friday at 8 a.m. and then after that it's all fair game.
Wait, is it at the Lincoln?
Okay, focus.
Oh, sorry, no.
We don't have much time.
I think, okay, I like this stuff. I personally am like old balls, so I'll probably get my suit at like Joseph A. Banks or somewhere older like that. But this stuff is like, I don't know, I'm more
It's
traditional,
very-
but this stuff is cool.
It's very new wave
Yeah,
European.
See, I really
It's very
I
European.
really don't like their models.
Can
How
you go
much
to
are the
jeans?
I just don't like their models
Yeah.
at all.
What's the cost of like a suit from there?
Mm.
This is like,
Suits are probably
the stuff that I'm seeing here kind of reminds me of like
Right.
Banana Republic suits.
Yeah.
Like, that's stuff that like I wouldn't personally wear, but I've seen other people wear and like it looks good on them. I just don't like the way it fits me.
I personally have like work in like the admissions office, financial aid, and the Division of Inclusion and Equity, so I have to dress up. So that's why this stuff, like what Tessa said, is really accurate. Like if you have to like dress with some sort of like professional manner, but still want to have like your own personal style, then this is a good site for it.
I totally see that. These jeans,
So
like,
in response to your question, it looks like they range from 30 to 80.
that's like realistic prices now.
Yeah.
It's about the cost of
I
jeans,
mean,
yeah.
for a nice pair of jeans, it's not bad.
Jeans are like an investment too, because you wear them all the
For
time.
real.
Mm-hmm. And you want those things to last.
True.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want them to stretch.
Are the women's jeans like the same price range?
50.
I can't see.
I think I can see it.
Yeah, they're like the same exact.
I don't know if I like the fit. They might be a little bit too tight.
All these girls have long legs, and I'm just like.
Yeah, these pants are very like my ex, he weighs like probably 225 pounds, and he couldn't wear any Zara pants because they only fit people who have pretty like European petite frames for the most part, which is similar to like H&M. Like their pants won't fit someone who like is like a football player or something.
If it's like good material, I wouldn't be opposed to buying. Like, just looking at the prices compared to stuff that I buy, I wouldn't be like totally opposed if it fit me, as long as the material's good. It's like, I've gotten jeans that like suck before, and after a couple of washes, they start like wearing out, and it makes you look like you have like a muffin top, and it just gets like, awkward fitting.
That's just the beer.
It might
that's just like one of
It's the beer.
I wait.
style of clothes that I need. I want like sweatpants. That's,
Utility.
I can still get away with sweatpants. I'm gonna wear sweatpants.
I might wear it, but when I shop, I look for quality over quantity. So I would also have to be, like, I like to shop in person because I like to feel the material. And if it's not quality material, then I'm not going to buy it.
Okay, can someone in the group define sustainability? Does anyone know what that is?
Like in clothing or like as a company?
Whatever you know about it.
I know sustainability is like, is that the one? Oh, never mind. Okay, it's kind of like it like holds up for like a long time and like sustainable, like it'll last for a while, can handle some damage.
I would say sustainability, and I worked at H&M, and that's like one of their things that they position themselves on too. So like, what when I think Zara defines themselves as sustainable, then they are thinking about the ethics behind how they make their clothes, how they are produced and then taken here, and like the wages that they pay people, the way that it's environmentally friendly, and like they're trying to kind of give you the impression that they're a company that cares about the environment and cares more than just about their profit.
I think Danielle gave like a really good view of what sustainability is. Are any of you, like, do any of you guys use, like, is that a factor when you're shopping or for clothing or shoes, accessories, anything like that?
I personally do. I don't know, because like obviously I'm really brand loyal to Patagonia, but like a big thing with me with their company is like their stuff is kind of expensive, but I find it worth it because they have this like great program called like Worn and Wear, where it's like if you mess up the coat, like they're so convinced the clothes are sustainable that if you do something to like actually break it, if you send it back to them, like they'll fix it and either fix yours or send you a new one. So like sustainability is kind of important. Like I want them to be able to like one, know what they're doing with like the environment, like know that they're helping the environment, because like Patagonia is also pretty naturey. And then like also like stand behind your product, but then also like stand behind like your integrity as a company.
If they were like side by side, I'd pay an extra $2-3 for the sustainable one because I'd go home and feel better about myself, I guess.
Okay. How do you guys get information about brands, retail brands?
Mainly other people. Like, I'll see people walking around campus, or like my friends, they'll buy something and they'll like tell me about it, and that's how I generally hear about it, like word of mouth.
I don't have
Just-
ad block on my computer.
Like just looking at stuff or stuff that I actually want to buy.
Things that you're actually looking about.
I just look myself. Like I'll just go on Amazon or just look online and just look at different online stores or whatever like that.
Would you maybe like Google it or like social media? What type of
More
online?
Google, because I buy kind of for myself. I don't really get influenced, so I'll kind of just look myself and just Google some stuff, some pants, some jogger jeans or something like that.
Anyone else?
My best friend works at American Eagle and he gets 60% off. So that's pretty influential.
Discount.
Yeah.
American Eagle's a nice place. I like some of
Their
those.
jeans are good.
Yeah, I do like their jeans. They don't stretch out as much.
Yeah. I definitely like look at what people are wearing, and then from that I'll like start using the like Googling something, and then kind of what pops off. And I'm pretty easily distracted, so like I'll see something and then I'll see something else, and then that'll inspire me to look for something else, and eventually I'll buy something. But like there's like a really weirdly long thought process in between point A and point B.
Now that you bring that up, like if my friend is shopping for something and I'm talking to him on the phone, then I'll look online and then I'll start looking for the same thing, and I kind of go on a tangent. So stuff like that, if we're talking about the subject, then I will probably look for it.
Okay, so people you know where, or if you heard about it somewhere, you'll go and look it up.
I like the option that all websites have. It's like you click on something and then at the bottom it's like you may also like, and I always
Those
go
words
to
kill
that.
me.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every single time I
Every
go to
time.
that.
I'm like, I do also like this. You know me so well.
Those words kill bank accounts.
Yeah, so true.
I know for me, I usually just go in the mall and whatever's in the mall, like those are the stores that I shop at. That's how I pick my store. And if I see something that I like and I can afford it, that's how I usually shop.
I feel like the mall kind of, well, like there's 3 malls in the area, like Rivertown, Woodland, and Centerpoint, I think. Centerpoint, if that's a mall. But there's not like that wide of a variety of stores in any of them. Like something like there is an H&M in one of those 3 stores, but like if Zara were to come or whatever, I feel like at least that'd be like more diverse portfolio, because like a lot of it is like big department stores like Macy's, which is like all the same stuff.
Yeah.
Just like it's different brands, but they're literally selling you the same products.
Yeah, that's what I feel like a lot of the stores in the mall are, which is the reason I don't go to the mall. Because it's just the same things, like the trends, like the hottest trend of the season. Each brand has their own like interpretation of it, and they just put it in the front window of their store, and it's kind of like, okay.
You gotta think, all 3 of the malls in the area are pretty much for the same target audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, they very much are. I don't know, I just feel like there should be a little more variation or something. 'Cause like There's stuff, or there's times where if I know I want to like get a lot of clothes, I'll just go to Chicago because like there's a lot more variety there.
They have the Tanger Outlet Mall now, which is like where.
Yeah, I like
where
that.
I think if like a store like Zara were to open, then it would be probably the best in like that kind of situation because they have like higher end things like Calvin Klein and Michael Kors and things like that in there.
But I also don't generally like, I'll shop from home. So like I'll go home and then, because I live near Lansing, so I'll go home and I'll generally shop from there. I don't generally shop when I'm up here because I don't really have the money to do that.
Or go home and go to Somerset. 'Cause
Yeah.
they have everything.
Lucky. I'm from this area, so I'm kind of doomed.
Same.
So I'm like, you know,
Never known anything else.
sadly.
So it seems like a lot of you guys like looking online. When you're online, like what are some of the things that catch your eye and that makes you feel like I might want to shop at this store?
I like the websites to be like striking, but not super busy.
Streamlined.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I want them to make it easy for me to shop there. I don't want like a billion links. Like that's kind of one thing about Zara's website I don't like because they have like the big categories, but there's like a billion links on one side and it just takes forever to scroll through everything. So I like it if it's got like a good design, but it's still like clean and pretty minimal because I don't need like a bunch of things popping up everywhere.
I hate having to guess what they're going to classify the clothes I want. Like, sometimes companies are
Yeah.
advanced of like,
Mhm.
oh, this down vest is going to be called like this under this and this. And I'm
How
like,
for
okay. Like,
best denim
like I have to
jacket.
like Google all these things and like search like down vest and then it's like, oh yeah, it's under this, 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 and this. Like, I don't want to have to guess. I want to just be able to know.
Online, I think I stick with brands that I like know are good quality, and like if I'm shopping at a mall, I'm more willing to like try it on because then you can feel the quality of the clothes. Rather than like online, if you it might be cheap, but I mean it could like rip or something
That's
3 days
so
later.
true.
So I'm not gonna like.
I agree
spend
with that. I
money
stick-
online
yeah,
for products I don't know.
I stick with brands I know for generally for online. Like in high school, I bought a homecoming dress off of a really weird website, and I got it, and it was messed up. I had to take it to like a tailor and everything because it just so, like it doesn't look like the pictures. So like I generally trust brands that I know when I shop online.
I think it's easier to break with brand loyalty at a mall or like in a physical store than it is online.
Mhm. Definitely.
6 minutes.
That was the end. Okay, thank you guys. Well, is there anything else that anyone wants to share?
Did we get what we needed? Here. Did you ask this? You asked all this?
Yeah.
Okay, you asked it all originally. Okay.
Is there
I'll tell you what to do after this.
Or Express.
no one else wants to share anything by the end of this? Okay, thank you guys for participating in the focus group. Your insights were very helpful. Just a reminder that all of the information that you share will remain confidential. And does anyone else have any questions or clarifications about anything that we talked about today? Okay, you guys, that's the end of you guys are free to leave now.
Go team.
Sorry, you're so tentative about it. Like,
I know.
Is it really okay with you? Okay, but don't leave the classroom, so just, you guys just sit back down. Don't actually leave, not allowed to leave, just sit.
Nah.